Hi, Evan. It's Miss Carol. I am thinking that it's not going to work out for us to meet. Our schedules are just not coinciding. So I'm going to make this quick video to show you how to use graphs online. And what I like to do is go to this graphing calculator. If you just Google Meta Calculator, you can find it, but the address is www.meta-calculator.com. And then I choose the graphing calculator. And when I get into it, I go to equations, okay? And so the first equation that you are asked to graph is C of t equals negative 0.3 times the quantity t minus 12 squared plus 40. So in order to use the graphing calculator, you have to put it in terms of x and y. Okay, y will always be your dependent variable and x is always your independent variable. And so your dependent variable is going to be that C of t, where your independent variable is your t. So x, any place you see a t in that formula, you're going to replace it with an x, and the C of t you would replace with y. So just like I've done here. So I'm going to go ahead and write this, what the original formula looked like for you. So the original formula you were given was C of t equals negative 0.3 t minus 12 squared plus 40. Okay, so you use the little shift 6 key to make the exponent, and negative 0.3 times the quantity x minus 12, shift 6 squared plus 40. Okay, and when you do that, then you can just scroll down a little bit and click on the graph. And here is the graph of that function. It's pretty slick. And that's what I want to see. You can write that out. You can copy it. You can even go so far as to use a little snipping tool. I use a snipping tool all the time. And just grab it and copy it, and then you could easily just do that and paste it into your document. If you don't have a snipping tool, you can Google something like snipping tool and probably download it onto your computer. Most computers come with some way to grab a screenshot. So that I think would be the easiest, and then you can just go paste this into your document. The Google Doc that you are submitting to me, you could paste that right in there, and I would happily take that. Okay, so let's go back now, and if I want to graph the other graph that they ask you for, that one's changing a little bit. It's shifting. It's a very similar function, but we're kind of saying that f of t is a function of c of t. And so I'm going to go back to equations, and essentially I'm multiplying the whole thing. Okay, the whole thing gets multiplied by 9/5. So I can just manipulate this with parentheses and say 9/5. Okay. And it might tell me there's an error, and we can work on adjusting the actual formula. And then I'm adding 32, okay? So let's see if it seems like it likes it so far. Let's see if we can graph that. Yeah, it didn't have a problem. Okay, but what happened was my graph is now off what I have set for my parameters for the graph. So I can say, looks like I need to go higher on the y-axis. So I am going to go up to 110 and see if I can, yeah, I can see the whole thing. In fact, it maxes out at 104. So now I can see that entire graph. And again, just like I did previously, I can go here, I can grab that screenshot, and I can paste it into the document. So that is what I'm expecting of you when we have a graph. You could take a picture and paste it into a document if you want to draw a graph out. But I think that these online graphing calculators are really, really handy. So again, the one that I use is metacalculator.com. There's also another one I use called Desmos, Desmos. And a lot of students seem to like that. It's pretty user friendly. So play with that, and that's my expectation. I think it's going to help you a lot on these assignments. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.